Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Saturday night beer review part 2 and this beer is the craft beer. This one hails from Salt. It's also from Morrison's. And there we go. Nevertheless, it's this one. It is Cafe Stout. And Cafe Stout weighs in at 7% ABV. What does it say on the side of the can? It says here, pure decadence in a can. Introducing the Cafe Stout. Silky and sweet, this stout is inspired by our favourite Mexican coffee liqueur, loaded with locally roasted coffee beans and a seriously smooth malt bill. A luxurious collaboration with our friends at Vivir Tequila. Expect the taste of authentic Mexican agave in perfect harmony with classic coffee bitterness. Sip it, don't slam it. So yeah, I will do just that. I forget what I paid for this in Morrison's. About £3.50, £4 a can, something around that mark. Let's see what it's all about, shall we? Weighs in at 7%, like I say. Let's see what it's all about, shall we? I can pour into my favourite stout glass, my Titanic goblet. The pour is dark, as it should be. Not massively thick. We'll leave it there, because I want some to pour for later. So what we got? We've got, that's pretty much jet black. There's tiniest hint of mahogany coming through right at the very bottom, and a nice tight tan head. That's your beer up close in the glass. Looks alright, does it not? Let's have a whiff. It's coffee. And there is that slightly medicinal. Yeah, it's really soft and subtle, almost. I know it's tequila vibed, but it's almost got like a sarsaparilla note behind it. That medicinal vibe. But yeah, good coffee, good something else, whatever it may be, behind it. So yeah, I like the smell of that. Good coffee, good stout. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Looks can be deceiving. Didn't pour particularly thick, but that body is decent. Medium heavy, carbonation, silky soft and smooth. Flavour tastes like a decent stout. It's smooth, silky, coffee chocolate, and then it's got that little hint of something a little different, like that agave type note that sits right behind it, just poking its head round the corner to say, I'm here. Adds a little something different. Would never have expected it to work, but it kind of does. It's a lot more mellow than I thought it would be, though. I thought maybe it's going to have a big punch, a real hit of bitterness, but this is on the smooth side of things. I appreciate that. I do. No real sign of the 7% at all. Smooth, easy drinking, and the finish is a touch dry, a touch milky chocolatey, a good smooth blend of coffee. A real easy drinker, a very easy drinker actually. I like it. I like it. So, Cafe Stout from Salt and Vivir. Let's fill it in some points, shall we? That's a scoreboard of joy. It looks a bit empty at the minute, so we shall populate it as we do with a red pen of judgment. And visuals is what we'll start with, as always. It looks good on the pour. Like I say, nice and dark. Nice tan head. That'll do. It looks great. It looks like a good stout should. Darker than the edges of space. Blacker than my soul. And yeah, it looks great. I'm giving it a full point for the visuals. The aroma is nice. It's got coffee. It's got that little hint of something medicinal, sarsaparilla, like maybe it is tequila agave. Who knows? It's going to be one of the tequila or the agave type things, of course, because that's what's in it. But it does smell nice. It has a little sense of dynamism on the back end that makes you kind of think you've got a normal stout and then, oh, what's that? It's interesting. It provokes interest. Yeah, I'm going to give it a point for the aroma. The body surprised me. I didn't think, based on the pour, it was going to be as full as it was. It poured as if it was going to be just under medium, but it's more medium heavy, and silky smooth soft carbonation is always a win for me on a stout. It's great in the mouthfeel. It's having a full point. And the taste. I like my coffee stouts to really shout about the coffee. And this one is more easy like Sunday morning than your hot Java lava, or hot lava Java, sorry. Which, if you know your Taylors of Harrogate coffee, you'll know what I mean. There's a big difference between your lazy Sunday morning type coffee, which is soft and mellow, and your big, bitter, intense ones. This is much more mellow than I would normally prefer in a stout, but it's really good. And that little hint of chocolate, that little hint of the tequila, the suggestion of it in there, it just adds a little facet of interest. But I want more coffee. I'm going to go to 0.75. Still very good, just I want more coffee because that's how I am. And the finish, it's a very smooth, subtle finish. The roasted malts are kind of lacking a little punch, a little intensity on the back end. It's so smooth, so basic, shall we say. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's a very safe finish. I think safe is the word I'm looking for. I just, again, want more punch. And for me, the finish is the weakest aspect of the beer. It just needs more punch, more malt, more stout DNA. I'm going to give it the 0.5. So we got 4.25 out of 5 for Salt's Cafe Stout, which is not bad at all. Would I buy it again? I'm going to put a question mark. I like it. I do, quite clearly, because I've given it a good score. But it just lacks some of that intensity for me. I'd like to try it again, compare it to another coffee stout, just to see how it fares. You know, am I being unduly harsh on the lack of oomph on the back end? We should find out. Value for money. It's decent beer. It's a good scoring beer. It's a great execution of a stout. And if you like them on the more mellow side, then absolutely you'll see it's value for money. And I can't argue with that, really. It is. And the bonus point it can't have to didn't get a full 5 out of 5, which we know. So yeah, Salt's Cafe Stout has got 4.25 out of 5 with 1 bonus point for good measure. There we go. There we go. So, as I said, this is a coffee stout for those who like them a little bit more mellow birds than your hot lava Java, which I am in the hot lava Java camp. But if you like them soft and subtle and smooth, this is the one for you. We'll leave it there and say, that's been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.